The blood wasn't there 5 minutes ago. Marcus stood frozen in the hallway of Roosevelt High School in Ohio, his mop still dripping onto the polished tile floor. He clearly remembered cleaning that exact stretch lockers on one side, trophy cases on the other. The night shift was usually quiet, almost peaceful. But now, a dark red streak cut across the white floor, glistening under the fluorescent lights as if it had just been spilled. He told himself it was rust from an old pipe. Maybe someone had tracked in paint, but rust didn't look that thick, and it didn't carry that sharp, metallic smell. It was 11:38 p.m. The building had been locked since 5. Security alarms were set. Marcus was supposed to be alone. He slowly pushed his cart forward, the squeaky wheels echoing louder than usual. The red smear stretched toward the science wing, stopping just outside lab room 214. The classroom door was slightly open. That wasn't normal. Marcus hesitated before stepping inside. The room was dark, except for the faint red glow of the exit sign. Lab tables were neat, stools tucked in, whiteboard clean. Everything looked untouched, except for one stool pulled out in the center of the room. He took a cautious step forward. A cold drop landed on his hand. He looked down. Water. Another drop fell. He looked up. A dark stain spread across the ceiling tile directly above the stool. Something was leaking. Just a pipe, he whispered to himself, though his voice sounded thin in the silence. Then a locker slammed somewhere down the hallway. The sound echoed through the empty building. Marcus hurried back into the corridor. The red streak he had followed was gone. The floor was spotless. His mop bucket water was still clear. Another locker slammed. Closer this time. His chest tightened as he walked toward the noise. He turned the corner and saw locker 327 slightly open. He recognized the number immediately. 3 years earlier, a sophomore named Emily Carter had taken her own life in the girls' locker room. The school never spoke openly about it, but everyone knew. The locker creaked open wider by itself. Inside were a pair of old white sneakers and a folded cheer uniform. They looked freshly placed, no dust, no signs of age. The hallway lights flickered, then went out. Emergency lights washed everything in a dim red glow. Marcus felt it before he saw it, the presence of someone standing behind him. Too close. He turned slowly. At the far end of the hallway stood a teenage girl. Long hair hung over her face. Her clothes were soaked, water dripping onto the floor. A dark red streak began forming beneath her feet, stretching slowly toward him. She lifted her head. Her face wasn't twisted or monstrous. It was pale, empty, sad. Her lips moved. "You didn't see?" Marcus shook his head, barely able to breathe. "I wasn't here," he whispered. The lockers around him began slamming one by one, the noise exploding through the hallway. The red trail reached his shoes, cold seeping through the soles. The girl stepped closer. The light suddenly snapped back on. Silence. The hallway was empty. No red stain, no open locker. Just Marcus, standing, alone, shaking. The next morning, staff found his cleaning cart in the middle of the hallway. His mop bucket was tipped over. His radio lay on the floor. Marcus never clocked out. Security footage from 11:42 p.m. shows him standing still in the hallway, staring at something the cameras never captured. Then, slowly, he walks toward the science wing and disappears from view. They never found him. But every few months, a red streak appears in that same hallway just after closing, and the night janitor never lasts more than a week.